to the Destination Gettysburg podcast. We have a very special episode for you.
We're going to talk about ghosts and some paranormal investigations. Does that sound fun? But don't worry.
We won't use these silly voices the whole time. Just for the intro.
Oops. Thanks for joining us today. I'm Rick Hennis, and we're going to be talking, of course, about ghosts and the paranormal here in Gettysburg. We all know Gettysburg was the site where Confederate and Union armies clashed on July 1st of 1863. The three-day battle would change American history forever, and now many would say this historic town is home to a surprising number of phantom forms captured in photography, including the ghost of what appears to be Confederate General Robert E. Lee. So when you visit Gettysburg, maybe you'll be another person to capture a ghost in an iconic photo. Now, any time of the year is a great time to try your hand at ghost hunting or going on a tour of haunted areas in Gettysburg. But with Halloween right around the corner, things are a little extra spooky. So in this episode, we're going to take you through some of the great locations that you can go to and some of the awesome businesses that pride themselves on telling some fantastic stories. We've got you covered. Take a look in the show notes and you'll get the links to all the places that we mention. We certainly appreciate you visiting Gettysburg and patronizing these great partners. We began our tour of Gettysburg Ghost Tours at Civil War Ghosts. Their experiences have been talked about in USA Today as well as the Travel Channel. You can join Civil War Ghosts and hear the gripping stories of the ghosts and hauntings of Gettysburg, see where the civilians and soldiers fell, and where their eerie presence persists to this day. They offer quite a few haunted attractions. Of course, there's the standard walking ghost tour that they offer at multiple times of the night, as well as the ultimate ghost tour at 10 p.m. Now, on these tours, guests immerse themselves in Gettysburg's haunted history, and they hear about the ghost of the Civil War. So, of course, when you come to Gettysburg, naturally, you're going to want to hear about the ghosts of the Civil War. In addition, they offer paranormal investigations at the Brick House Inn. So after 160 years, you can now enter the basement of the Welty House and conduct a ghost hunt inside, around the surrounding area, and in the Brick House Inn basement. As a refresher, or if you didn't already know, during the Battle of Gettysburg, the Welty and Rupp families hid in the basement for safety. With Civil War Ghosts, they explore several key sites from the Battle of Gettysburg and the way the town responded to the war on its doorstep. The stops along their standard tour or the extra stops on the extended tour will take you to sites where the action happened, and their very informed tour guides will tell you the gripping stories of what took place around the town. But whether you're looking for a supernatural experience or, more of a historical account of the battle, they've combined both of them to make a pretty cool ghost tour in Gettysburg. To learn more about Civil War Ghosts or to book a tour, you can visit them at civilwarghosts.com. Next, we take you to the Farnsworth House Ghost Tours. The Farnsworth House is named in honor of Brigadier General Elon John Farnsworth, who had led an ill-fated charge after the failure of Pickett's charge, claiming the lives of Farnsworth and 65 of his men. The house had sheltered Confederate sharpshooters during the three-day conflict, one of whom is believed to have accidentally shot 20-year-old Mary Virginia Wade, also known as Jenny Wade, the only civilian, of course, who died during the battle. More than 100 bullet holes had hit the walls and following the battle, the house served as a hospital. The Farnsworth House was also witness to the Lincoln procession as it passed the house on November 19, 1863, on the way to the National Cemetery where President Abraham Lincoln had delivered the famous Gettysburg Address. When visiting the Farnsworth House, you can take one of many walking tours as well as paranormal investigations, which will take you into the haunted Farnsworth House Inn. With the Haunted Cellar presentation, you can descend the stairs of the cellar for a seated presentation beneath one of the most haunted inns in America. You'll hear the intriguing and long history of the Farnsworth House from a period-dressed guide, and you'll hear about the many spirits that reside within the walls. Who knows what ghostly apparitions you just might see there. When visiting, you'll notice a jar with coins that many have left for their child spirit, Jeremy. Those offerings are sent as a donation every year to St. Jude's Hospital. For a kid-friendly experience, the Yankee Spirits Ghost Walk occurs nightly. During that journey, you'll travel south along historic Baltimore Street and walk towards the Union Position on Cemetery Hill. And don't miss Paranormal Night. That's your chance to investigate one of the most haunted inns in America. That schedule varies, so you'll definitely want to check them out online to find out more. To do so, you can visit farnsworthhouseinn.com. Next up, we have one of the newest to Gettysburg. It's Ghost City Tours. They have numerous locations across the U.S. and were voted in the top 3 best tours by USA Today Reader's Choice. Ghost City Tours offers 2 different spine-tingling ghost and history tours. There's Echoes of War, a family-friendly tour for all ages that takes you to parts of Gettysburg that were used for hospitals, hideouts, and more, as well as some of those urban legends. Then there's the Blood on the Battlefield tour. Now this one is for those 16 and up. It features some of the darker topics of human nature. This tour is perfect for friends and couples visiting Gettysburg because you'll appreciate the kid-free environment and open conversations about topics that might not be suitable for children. As with all tours from Ghost City, they offer flexible scheduling, so you can reschedule your tickets for any time. To learn more, you can go to ghostcitytours.com. Next up, we go to Ghostly Images of Gettysburg. They were the winner of the 2023 Pick of the County for Adams County and the 2023 TripAdvisor Traveler's Choice Award. Ghostly Images of Gettysburg takes you inside some of the most haunted houses in the country. Both the Jenny Wade House and the Soldiers Homestead Orphanage have been featured on several paranormal television shows, as well as on YouTube and TikTok. Ghostly Images has a variety of nightly tours, including the Spirits of Jenny Wade tour. One of their most popular tours, you journey into the Jenny Wade house, where you'll hear the heartbreaking history and tales of the many restless spirits that remain. The tour concludes in the cellar, where the Wade family had sought safety during the remainder of the battle. Be sure to bring a camera, as this house is a hotbed of paranormal activity. Then, of course, the Haunted Orphanage Tour takes you on a short walk in the vicinity of Baltimore Street and Steinway Avenue, passing some of the most historic buildings like the Dobbin House and the former Hall of Presidents and First Ladies Museum. From there, you'll enter the infamous National Soldiers Orphanage Homestead, where you'll learn the appalling story of the cruel headmistress Rosa Carmichael. Your final stop is in what's called the Pit, or the dungeon, where orphan spirits remain trapped to this day. Now, with any of these tours, for the most part, you can take a walk through town, but you can also get an unforgettable journey through the Gettysburg countryside on the exclusive Haunted Bus Tour. You'll journey past some of the most haunted locations around Gettysburg while your guide tells some pretty cool and chilling tales. It's a 90-minute tour, which includes stops at the Sachs Bridge and the Gettysburg College, and you'll never know who or what might be waiting for you in the darkness. So whether it's the Jenny Wade house, the haunted orphanage, or riding through on a haunted bus tour, you can find a lot with Ghostly Images of Gettysburg. For those looking for the ultimate ghostly late-night adventure, they have a challenge for you, which will take you inside the haunted orphanage and Jenny Wade house in the dark. To schedule your tour with Ghostly Images of Gettysburg, you can visit GettysburgBattlefieldTours.com. Not necessarily a ghost tour per se, After Dark Investigations. They are paranormal investigators. They meet at an assigned location and caravan out to 2 or 3 locations to investigate paranormal activity. You can join them and use the tools yourself. Those tools introduce the latest and most innovative equipment to enable you to join in the investigation as a small group. And then when it's all said and done, they also offer uncut audio so you can remember your investigation. Pop quiz: name a tool that would be used for paranormal activity. Can't think of any? Yeah, I couldn't either, but a long list. Probably going to mispronounce these, and I don't even care, but I'm going to go for it. There's a K2 meter EMF detector, an Ovilus, SLS camera, a spirit box, EVP voice recorders, a Phasma box, dowsing rods, temperature gauges, infrared video cameras, laser grids. Did I get all that? I think I got everything. I don't know. They add things on the regular because they're up to date on everything related to paranormal activity and investigations. Try it out for yourself with After Dark Investigations. They take this seriously. They talk to the dead safely and respectfully, in which case you'll learn the techniques of your favorite TV ghost hunters and experience a night you'll never forget. I was looking through their website, afterdarkinvestigations.com. So I tell you what, some of these photos that they've posted, they get you thinking. They get you thinking real good. I mean, if you're familiar with Sachs Bridge, which is very well known in the Adams County and Gettysburg area, one of the photos they have on their website is an incredible full-body apparition, which was captured on Sachs Covered Bridge during an investigation. And in their Devil's Hour investigation, with only 2 people, mind you, somehow or other, a third figure can be seen beside a tree. They've also got some thermal images, some orbs, mists, wisps, and others as well. So check it all out at afterdarkinvestigations.com. Again, pretty cool that you can try out all those different tools and actually talk to the ghost. That leaves us with Gettysburg Ghost Tours and the Gettysburg Paranormal Association, indoor and outdoor locations well known for their frequent paranormal activity, including exclusive locations like Civil War field hospitals, death houses, and murder houses. The locations are never more than a short drive or walk away. Thousands have been guided through their first paranormal investigation by the experienced staff of the Gettysburg Paranormal Association. Taking a little look at some of the activities they offer. Extreme ghost hunts. You can take part in their most popular activity. This gives you the chance to investigate the most exclusive locations. Of course, they provide all the equipment. You can join them to check out places like abandoned battlefield homes, farms, and more. It's not for the faint of heart. Then they have a paranormal lockdown in which you can test your spirit of adventure in a 4-hour-long ghost hunting session. And Halloween might be coming up, but before you know it, it'll be a new year. And if one of your New Year's resolutions is to get scared, they've got you covered. The most extreme ghost hunt available to the public, the New Year's Eve all-night ghost hunt. Yeah, that's right, all night. Can't get more intense than that. I can think of a bunch of things I could do on New Year's Eve. but I've honestly never thought about investigating ghosts. Maybe that's what I do this year. We'll see. So whether you want to take a tour by walking through town or close to the battlefield or on a bus, or perhaps you want to go out after dark and investigate for yourself, I hope you've enjoyed hearing about some of the places you can call upon here in Gettysburg. Be sure to check out the show notes. We'll have links to everybody we talked about and how you can find out more for yourself when planning your next trip to Gettysburg in Adams County. And just a reminder, every place I mentioned is open year-round. It doesn't have to be Halloween to go and talk to the ghosts here in Gettysburg. Thank you for joining me here on the Destination Gettysburg podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Destination Gettysburg podcast, produced and hosted by Rick Kennis. Get inspired for your visit to Adams County, Pennsylvania at destinationgettysburg.com.